The discovery of a badly rusted and moss-covered Douglas A-20 Havoc in a remote forest in the United States began with the initial removal of the thick rust, complete disassembly, patch panel fabrication, structural repairs, hydraulic systems, mil-spec electrical, panel-by-panel glossy army green paint job, vintage instrument calibration, M3 rack bomb bay simulation, night lighting verification, with the first successful takeoff at the golden hour until the legendary aircraft was ready for combat again. Watch this video in full.
Landing gear inspection reveals corroded wheel rims and cracked shock absorbers. Removing upper wing skins to access internal structure corrosion.
Dismantling nose cone reveals catastrophic forward fuselage corrosion.
Center fuselage dissection reveals frame corrosion damage. Stabilizer hinge corrosion requires surgical removal.
Sanding the first primer layer smooth with 320 grit before the second coat, getting that perfect key for adhesion.
Second epoxy primer coat for maximum paint adhesion, perfect distance and overlap every pass. Matte cloth removing all sanding dust before second primer coat. Surface must be absolutely contaminant-free. Checking second primer layer thickness dread, targeting 2.3 mils for optimal build. 60-degree curing hardens the epoxy primer system, perfect for base coat adhesion. Ripping out rotten cockpit carpeting and grinding the corroded floor smooth was a foundation for new interior. New stainless cables through throttle quadrant, zero binding, full travel. Stretching new corrected grain leather over rebuilt pilot seat, Cobb. Authentic WW2 fit and finish. Military anti-slip carpeting down tight, a changeless perfect fit around every pedal and control. Recalibrated WW2 gauges back in instrument panel the pound, every needle sweeping perfectly. Cleaning and lubricating the rudder pedals so they move freely and feel precise under the pilot's boots. Cleaning the overhead ventilator ducts to remove dust and restore airflow through the cockpit. Sealing the interior panel seams to keep the cockpit airtight and damp-free. Installing new oversized piston rings has perfect fit in freshly machined bores after decades of neglect. Supercharger impeller cleaning, removing thick carbon buildup that's choked this engine for decades. First test bench run, oil pressure perfect, all cylinders firing evenly after complete rebuild. Static run complete, no smoke, perfect temperatures and pressures across all parameters. Engine rebuild successful. Final cylinder torquing, engine fully assembled and ready for aircraft installation. Masking the authentic WW2 camouflage pattern on wing upper surfaces, precise tape lines critical for clean color separation. Stenciling authentic serial numbers, precision lettering critical for historical accuracy. Matte black propeller blades, authentic WWY2 non-reflective finish reduces glare and visibility. Anti-glare panel prevents instrument reflections, critical for combat visibility. 2.8 mils perfect, professional paint specification achieved across entire airframe. Final authentic WW2 weathering, exhaust stains, paint chips, operational grime for museum authenticity. Final hydraulic connections to main gear actuator. 25 psi pre-charge confirmed. 110-gallon self-sealing fuel tank secured, all fittings torqued to factory specs. Main electrical harness routed through 14 fuselage stations, all circuits continuity verified. Aileron trailing edge gaps set to 0.020 inches maximum, perfect control surface rigging. Flight control cables tensioned to 425 pounds per factory manual prelace, perfect rigging balance. White nacelle aligned to 0.005 thousandths and perfect engine cowling fitment. Flight control cables tensioned to 425 pounds per factory manual, to deuce, perfect rigging balance. Flight control cables tensioned to 425 pounds per factory manual prelace, perfect rigging balance.
Havoc 001 taxi test, brakes nominal, 1200 psi confirmed.
Full instrument static system calibration complete. HAMS, all WW2 panel instruments tracking perfectly.
FAA Form 8130-3 signed. Douglas A-20 Havoc airworthiness certified for first flight operations.
Tower confirming pre-flight complete, requesting takeoff clearance. Roger, Havoc cleared for first flight takeoff, runway 27. Tower A-20 Havoc ready for departure.
Roger that, cleared for takeoff, have a safe flight.
Havoc 001, high speed run, flaps 35 degrees confirmed, tracking perfect.